Hi guys, my name is Johnny and today we're going to be talking about White Whale, which is an arbitrage bot that exists on the Terra ecosystem. Now, if you're not familiar with what arbitrage is essentially it allows people to take differences of prices of tokens in different markets, buying and selling them very quickly to make a profit. Now, typically this is reserved for whales or people with a lot of money and technology to make these trades very fast. And what this protocol does, it actually gives the power to the people. Now, this is going to be a really interesting video. I'm going to be doing some coverage on what the website is and also how you can participate. Now, before I continue, nothing I say here is financial advice. It is for informational and educational purposes only. Now, please, if you like the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It does really help out a whole lot. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Arbitrage is, the quickest and easiest example that I can give you is, let's say for example, in one part of town the market price for Apple is $2. Now in the other part of town the market price for apples is $3. You could then in theory buy that apple for $2 and sell it for $3 across town and make a $1 profit. Now in the world of crypto, it's a lot faster and also the deltas are a lot smaller, and so in order to really take advantage of that you have to have a lot of money and you have to have a bot or some kind of program and also some expertise on how to do that. Now with White Whale, it is a protocol that literally takes everyone else's money, and the idea is that they have bots that they'll write and they'll execute these trades on your behalf and distribute the bulk of the profits to its holders. Now, the best way to look at what they're doing is actually diving right into their website, and we'll go through each of the pages and then talk about it. And how we get there is over at whitewhale.money. So this is right here, the arbitrage platform built on Terra. Currently just Terra, but we can see here they have plans for Solana and also Cosmos or Atom. So let's go ahead and jump right into the web app. I do have my wallet connected to it. I will put a link below if you're interested on getting the Terra Money extension on your Chrome as well. Now, once it's connected, I can actually see the current whale price token. So this is the native token that actually drives the protocol, and it's sitting at 0.12 UST, and it's been on a steady decline since February 26, as we can see here. And I'll talk a little bit more about why this may be the case, but let's go ahead and continue on for now. So let's head over to my page. And what's interesting, as the price is going on a steady decline, more and more people are actually locking up more money, or actually more money is actually just being locked up into the protocol. Now, I currently have about 153 UST staked in Whale, and we'll talk about more in a little bit. I am also liquid with about 102 UST as of this recording. So now let's go ahead and scroll up and let's head over to the vault. Now this is where the bulk of everything and the technology and the opportunities exist. So let's click over to the vaults here and let's see what's going on. So the first vault here is UST. Now please keep in mind that these arbitrage opportunities with UST will be very small because the price is supposed to be pegged to the dollar or as close to the dollar as we can. Now, where these arbitrage opportunities exist is when the price is below $1, which it is right now. What's happening is the protocol is looking for opportunities to mint the token and then sell it and then keep the profits. Now, if the price of UST is above $1, what they will do is buy Luna and then burn it to make a profit. Now, when there's nothing going on, it actually moves your deposits over to Anchor. So if you're not familiar with what Anchor is, I did a video on them, but it is a way where you can earn about 20% APY on your UST or stablecoin. And I think this is actually really smart because if you're staking UST, you need to be making at least what Anchor is offering you, which is 19.42 on a stablecoin. So it's actually kind of a nice service that they're providing their users, is that if there's nothing going on, opportunities, we're going to put your money in Anchor. This is the baseline of it, and then the Vault APR is the estimated amount that you'll earn on top of the Anger APY when there are opportunities. And it does say right here, this is just estimated and it's just representative. So hopefully in time they will get a little more accurate with what this is going to look like. I do not currently have any UST staked in here, and I don't think that for me the risk of putting UST into a relatively new protocol is worth the investment for me at this time. What is really cool about what White Whale is doing is they are looking to build more transparency and listing some of their trades. Now, please keep in mind that these profits here are going to be distributed amongst all of the deposits here. So it's a lot of money to be distributing, especially if you're making just say 0.44 or 0.63. And this is probably one of the reasons why the token isn't doing so well, is because they're still in this testing phase to fine tune their bot. But where the real opportunity is going to be is actually in tokens such as Luna that is relatively more volatile than UST. And I think this is where we can see the opportunity for White Whale to really shine. Another thing that I also want to look at here too is, let's dive into one of these transactions for example, just so that way you can see this on your own. Now here they did claim making a profit. So for example here, let's pull up our calculator, that there was 269.32 minus 268.88, which is a 0.44 UST profit. Now let's keep in mind that the transaction fee right above here is actually 0.36. So if we take that into account, you're actually only making 8 cents, which is actually not a whole lot. Now, also, I don't see here, if we go into the contract that's actually doing all of this, we can actually pull all of the transactions and we can go down here. We need to take into account that there are failed transactions, and every time there's a failed transaction, that 0.36 UST is actually being lost. Now, if we go through here, it looks like they have a good amount of successes, but this is just something to keep in mind. Now let's go ahead and head back over to the dashboard here. And for example, another way that you can participate if you don't want to put UST in here is actually you can buy the tokens. And you can either stake them or you can provide liquidity. And if you're providing liquidity, right now the APR is 1.7, which I am not going to do. I don't think it's worth it. But what I do want to do is provide and stake for governance. It's currently paying out 31.36, and I currently have about 1,200 whale tokens as of this recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swap some of this. I'm going to put 100 UST into this. I'm going to get about 804 whale tokens. I'm going to hit swap. So now that I have my 804 whale tokens, I don't want it to just sit there. I do want them to earn more tokens as we wait for the protocol to grow. So I'm going to head over to governance, and then I'm going to go ahead and stake, and then I'm going to put in all of my whale tokens here and then pay a small fee. So I'm going to hit confirm, enter my password one more time. And there you go. So now that I have my token staked in here, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this, and I see my new balance, and then I will be earning 31.36 APR. Now, let's also keep in mind that once you staked in governance, you're also able to participate in polls to get involved on voting for where this project will go. Now that's pretty much it for White Whale. It is still a very new platform. The UST arbitrage is out there, but for me, I don't think it's worth it to put that in there just yet. I do have big aspirations and hopes for White Whale, and I think the whale token and the APR that they're paying out is actually still pretty decent to get involved in, and that's actually what I've done. Now, I'm going to probably do an update video down the line when they do have Luna or another token involved where the price delta is a little more and where there's more opportunities for arbitrage. Now, until that happens, I will catch you guys next time, and you guys take care. Bye.